I'm James Anderson reporting for the North Coast Courier, here today at Willard Beach. We will be joined later by Sipho Sibongiseni Sekulu, who is a senior lifeguard here at Willard Beach, and he's going to be walking us through a little bit about his personal history, but also about what it takes to be a lifeguard, some of his more fearful experiences, and some tips and tricks on how to stay safe in our water. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy. So Sipho, thank you so much for joining us today. Firstly, I wonder if you can tell us a little bit about your history, where you come from originally, and how you came to be Willard Beach's main lifeguard.
Okay, cool, Sylvie. I was born in Silimane, born and raised there, and then we moved to Tembeni area where I went to school in primary, and then I went to secondary, and there I moved. It's also located in Tembeni. As from while I was in school, my mom passed away. And then when my mom passed away and my dad moved away from the house, I had to provide for the family that I was living with. And I started working as a lifeguard. Before I worked as a lifeguard, I met a guy, Freedom. He introduced me into life saving. And then he took me to Palito Self Life Saving School where I obtained my lifeguard award in 2004. And then I worked for Lifeguard Africa for a period of 5 years. After 5 years, I was then promoted for a senior post in the same company, which is Lifeguard Africa. And then I've worked for them as a senior lifeguard for about 4 or 5 years. And then I had to apply for a senior post for council because the council took everything in-house.
And Sipho, obviously, I know you've been a lifeguard now for 19 years. I'm sure you pulled hundreds of people out of the water. Could you tell us about one of your more scary experiences during a rescue recently?
No, the recent one was during cyclone, where a guy was standing on the rocks, not swimming, and then because he wasn't noticing the surrounding around him, and the amount of water that was behind him pulled him out of sea. And when that happened, it wasn't even on the designated swimming beach. We had to run there. By the time we got there, it's 3 meters out at sea, but not drifting out, get pushed in and pushed out. We jumped in. When we got into him, we quickly realized that there's no way to come out because we're on the backwash. And we made a decision, a quick one, which I'm proud of, because we couldn't get out. This was a washing machine. Imagine swimming on a 10-foot wave. I made a call that instead of losing this car, because it disappeared 3 times in the water, I've never ever in my life had a person disappearing 3 times. Maybe once, but not 3 times. And I end up throwing on the rocks. Decision that I've made on the day, I've said, do I want this car alive, or do I want to lose him? And I've made a call that I'm gonna get him out of the water alive with bruises over the rocks, and I threw him over the rocks, and that's it. But all the training and experience that I had on that day didn't work. I had to try something else, and the thing that I've tried did work for me.
For sure, and the point is that it's not only the lifeguard's job to go and get the people out of the water, but also you trained in first aid and in health and safety and all these kind of things that you can help them once they get back to shore. Is that correct?
Yes, 100%. Life saving is not about rescuing. Actually, our job is to prevent. We prevent people from drowning. That's why we constantly blowing whistle just to tell you, okay, move this side to that side, don't go this side, you're getting washed to the rocks, because we're paying our attention to what you are doing. Yes, a holiday maker may swim and think that you're not watching, but our job is to pay attention to what you're doing and make sure that you go back home safe.